Hey. Shan Van, Rising Sun, Chris and Cats, Phoenix, hey. Ladybird. Wendy, yeah, I know. What's up, Sweden? What's up? Hey, Tammy. Patrick, what's up? Dragonfly, welcome. Samantha, hey, how you doing? You know, I just realized I'm sorry I don't look directly at the camera. It's right off to the side is the chat. I have the monitor there, so I don't really look directly at the camera. Right. Rit, I don't know how to pronounce that. R-Y-T-T. Is it Rit or right? Hey, Go KC, what's up, man? How's your trip? Did you make it out there? I'm here. I'm struggling real bad right now, trying to build a handicap ramp for my mom. They were hoping to send her home maybe Monday. So it's really frustrating at this stage. I don't get like no texts all day, and as soon as I go live, I start getting tons. I just got like 6 texts in a row. You guys don't realize, man, OKC like drives all over the whole darn country doing insurance assessments and stuff like that after storms and fires and all that. Short I sound, so Rit. Okay. Yeah, I know Chris and Cats. I know they are. They've told me they are. You know. Oh, you gotta be kidding, Sweden. Dude, I couldn't rent one if I wanted to, man. I cannot afford to rent a ramp. I know they got prefabs, but I need one that's like 14 feet long that I could attach to the steps that are out there. So, you know, Wendy, I've been biting my tongue too, and I'm tired of biting my tongue. You know, I mean, especially, you know, not even about the crap within the community, but I watched that video Monkey put up of picking the memory card up in his driveway, and it was the evidence that was supposed to have gone with that detective, and I was absolutely disgusted at that. Hey, Invictus. But I couldn't believe. I mean, it makes you wonder, did he just toss it on purpose? Did he really accidentally drop it? I mean, Monkey even confirmed that that was the evidence. Yeah, figures, Sweden. It always happens, man. Every time I go live, somebody else, boom. Happens every single time. But I just could not believe. Yeah, okay, see, I don't know if you saw that, but Monkey had gotten jumped the other night like we were talking about. And a detective had shown up at his house yesterday to pick up evidence. Monkey handed him a memory card with photos and video. Well, when Monkey went out earlier today, he happened to look down in his driveway, and there was the memory card sitting on the ground. It was just sitting there. Can you believe that? It boggled my mind. I'm like, how can they possibly get away with that? You know, I mean, I left a comment asking him if he'd followed up on that to see if they were going to try to just say, oh yeah, we turned the evidence in, and or admit, hey, we dropped it, we have to come back for another copy. Yeah, Chris and Katz, yeah, it was dropped. Hey, Gerald, long time. What's up, Frontline, man? How are you? Yeah, they dropped or threw down the memory card in Monkey's driveway and left it there. Monkey found it. He videotaped the whole thing, picking it up off the driveway all the way to going up into his house and playing the content and proving it was indeed the memory card he gave the detective. I mean, I was blown away. Absolutely blown away. So, but I mean, on top of all this, I am so sick and tired of all the petty, childish crap. You know, I'm sorry. I don't like to do rants. I really don't. Hey, Mike. But, you know, one of our own got jumped. I mean, the whole thing was live streamed. People saw it. People saw what happened. The man, a military veteran, a activist that is fighting for our rights, gets jumped, gets stitches, gets banged up, and people think it's funny to post mocking videos. I mean, really? Frontline, I hope it was accidental. I really do. I really do. I mean, I'm not going to say one way or the other because I don't know definitively. But I hope it was accidental. But in either case, I am so sick and tired of all the childish bull. Hey, Eggman. I mean, you know, these people think they're being funny. All they're doing is hurting the community that much more. You know, it just boggles my mind that people complain about things going on in the community and then they contribute to that very crap. You know, so it's just astonishing that the people are still doing this. I mean, you know, we're all adults here. Wendy, I don't know what was said to me, so, I mean, we all saw the one chat. I'm not going to name names because I'm not getting struck on my channel, but, you know, we all know that there was the one stream yesterday, and I had pointed out the fact that the stream, the crap talking and bull started before the target subject, being Monkey, was even in the channel. I mean, I was so mad. I don't care if you got beef with somebody. If you got a problem with someone and you want to confront them about it, that's fine. But don't do it behind their backs. You know, Monkey's a big man. He could stand up for himself. But when he's not there, that's when you're in the wrong. You know, and that's why I was bothered. And I said so. I said as much in the channel. So, yeah, Samantha, like I said, I'm personally not going to name names because I don't want to get strikes on my channel, somebody mad at me for it, but others in the chat are more than welcome to apprise you of what's going on because, you know, I'm not responsible for what people say. So, hey, Helen. Aircooled, hey, what's up? Yeah, I know, Chris and Catch. But I'm just really bothered by the fact that it all happened. Hey, Police State, what's up, man? Much respect, man, much respect. I know we disagreed on that one video, man, but I got nothing but respect for you, man. But I'm just so sick of this petty stuff. And then this video about a kit, you know, I mean, come on. Grow up. Those types of videos are not helping us. Not at all. That kind of crap just brings the community down, makes those people and all associated with them look bad. You know, and overall, it makes the community look bad. And, you know, and it just bothers me because the people involved have been involved at least as long as I have. And, you know, one of them I even kind of looked up to in a way. You know, but I talked to him still, I thought he was a good guy. But then he posted a video, and I'm like, why would you do that? Alright, man. But why on earth would you do that? Why would you post that video? How does that accomplish anything? Aircooled. Like I said, man, I'm personally not naming names on nobody. But a chat was done yesterday, and people were talking about Monkey for a good 10 minutes before he even showed up in the channel. And that bothered me. I don't approve of that. You know, I'm very much... You got something to say it to the person. I've never said something to somebody outside of, you know, confidential one-on-one discussions. I've never said anything about anybody without having said it to them first. You know, because you don't do that. I don't agree to it. And so all that was going on, and, you know, he kept bringing up, oh, I've done 70 audits, and they're all passes. Why is everybody else not that way? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, look, I gave your videos a chance. I watched almost all of them. And almost all of them were just sucking up videos. There was no auditing being done. So that's what bothered me, is when you say things like that. And I said this right to him yesterday, directly to him. And then he cuts his stream before letting anybody finish what they're saying. So that's why I'm like, look, I've sat on this, and then I see these other videos popping up one after another, and people making all these comments, and it just bothered me. It was like, what the heck, you know? The movement doesn't need this crap. If you want to go, you know, tit for tat with Monkey, then do it directly with him. I'm sure he'd be happy to. Monkey's a big boy. You know, he can defend himself just fine. So, yeah, Victor, we won't get into that one. But, you know, somebody's got a problem with Monkey, take it up with Monkey. Period. You know, don't go talking about him behind his back. Don't post videos about him, because that's all that does is make the community look bad. That's really all it accomplishes, is making the community look bad. Because I know for a fact, I know Monkey well enough to know he's not offended by the videos at all. He's not bothered by the videos at all. You know, so what did they accomplish? Absolutely nothing other than making the person's channel look childish. So, well, Victor, you know, to each their own, man. You know, I'll agree to disagree with you because I know you're a good guy. You know, we just have differing opinions on that person. But, you know, there's just certain things that need to be avoided in this community. Hey, Mr. Anakin, I'm sorry, I didn't even see you there. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I mentioned yesterday, OKC, on my live stream yesterday. I'll say it again today, people. OKC Vet's children are dealing with that court situation. The videos are all on his channel. He did set up a GoFundMe page for legal fees. They're trying to go after his children, and they were wronged. If you watch the videos, you'll see how wrong they were. So please, if you haven't subbed to OKC Vet HPA, which stands for Oklahoma City Vet holding police accountable. You know, check out his channel, check out his GoFundMe. Anakin, I'm alive. I mean, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, Sentinel, but see, you said it to him. You didn't go behind his back, you didn't post videos, you said it directly to him. And Monkey is the type, he likes that kind of humor, you know, he messes around, that whole buddy, you know, hanging in the bar type kind of humor. You know, he's a big boy. So stop talking crap about him behind his back. Stop posting videos that are nothing but childish crap. If Monkey said something that bothered you, then talk to him about it. Don't go behind his back, because all you're doing is making your own channel look bad. You know, that's all you're doing. Patrick, somebody called you a racist for hating police. Well, that's definitely an odd one. Alright, Jersey. Yep, my phone just knocked, so your email came through. But, yeah, that's not racist at all. Police aren't erased. I mean, you can't be called a racist for hating a job description. You know, I mean, that's just, I'm sorry, but that person has given up. And I said it to him yesterday in his own live stream. He's given up. He has. And that's fine. If you want to give up, fine. Don't stir the pot for other people. Just bottom line, don't stir the pot. But that's all he did, was make things worse. You start a stream, start talking crap about somebody before they're even in the channel, then you shut down the stream before anybody finishes saying their piece. That absolutely accomplished nothing. There was a bunch of people that walked away from that stream frustrated. So, that's just, it's ridiculous. But, I mean, I do agree that not all cops are bad. I've always said it. Not all cops are evil. Not all cops are corrupt. Well, see, Civil Writer, you know what? You're in here. You posted that comment. I said it directly back to you. You also seem like, to an extent, you've given up. Because I've seen you. You've been a supporter for a long time. And I always respected you for that. I've never had a problem with you. Never. I've always thought you were a cool guy and a supporter of the movement. And, okay, see, you can audit wherever you want, man. But you know how it is, man. Tread lightly. But, Civil Writer, you've always, as far as I can tell, you've been a supporter for a long time. And I've always respected your opinions. And all of a sudden, you're like mad at me when I have no clue why. You know, Frontline Media, I get your frustrations too. I know your story. I've seen all your videos. I get your frustration totally. I really do. I personally have had experiences with good cops. I can't say that for everybody else, so I have no right to tell you that you're wrong. I can only tell my opinion and my experiences. No, see, Civil Writer, I agree. They're people. They're people doing a job. But they should be held accountable for that job. Good or bad. I firmly believe you should post your audits, pass or fail. I mean, granted, I've only done a couple audits because of my situation with being able to get anywhere, first off, and second of all, being on probation. But, you know, I posted 2 passes and 1 fail. I've got more passes than I do fails. Because I know, personally, I've had experience with good cops. Yes, Civil Writer. I haven't done enough to post good cop videos, but I have posted positive audits. I went, and I even said on my stream yesterday, I've been looking for good cop videos. my channel, one of the things I do is compilation videos. So I've been looking for good cop videos, newer ones that haven't already been played, 5 million, 10 million views across 100 channels. I've been looking for newer ones that are, not as well-known videos that I could create a compilation on. And I have honestly had the damnedest time finding enough good cop videos that haven't already been played to death to add to this compilation. I think I've only got 7 videos so far. I like to keep it at least a minimum of 15 for my compilations. So, yeah, I've been having the damnedest time finding them, but I am working on a good cop compilation. But almost all the ones I'm finding have already been played millions of times. They've already been viewed millions of times across hundreds of channels. So, if you've got good cop videos, please email me the link. I'll be more than happy to add them. I have no problem posting good cop videos. None at all. I've always said there are good cops out there. Yes, exactly, RSM. We don't hate cops, we hate tyrants. I've been asking my local cops if I could do a ride-along or interviews with them. I've sent in several requests now. I would like to get, I do interviews as well. I would like to do an interview with the cops and get their perspective on what we do. I would love to do a ride-along and talk to them about what they're doing as they do it. Get a better understanding. That's why I like Steve Pinder so much. Steve Pinder believes in what we do, but he also trains cops. He trains cops on weaponry and martial arts. The man has been working with cops for decades. And even he believes in our movement. That's why I like having him, come and do his streams. I would love to see him on Black Labels, doing a show with Black Label. I think that would be great. I mentioned it in passing yesterday to Black Label, but excuse me, I still believe there are good cops out there. It's just a matter of finding the ones that have not already been played millions of times. Sybil Writer, if you look at my audits by me, that playlist, you'll see there's 2 videos. One video is 2 passes. It was the local animal shelter and the Kodak World Headquarters building. Me and Bullet SpongeBob did 3 audits that day. Those 2 were a pass, and then the Monroe County Jail was a fail. Honestly, I don't have a car, so it's hard for me to get anywhere. I have to wait for Bullet. But I'm also on probation, and I've learned, because of that audit, I kind of shot myself in the foot. So I have to, I have to wait until I can do more audits. I have to finish my probation out, however they want me to finish it out, and just go from there. In the interim, I am indeed working on a good cop compilation video. So if you have links, please send them to me. And thanks again, OKC, for that super chat. You're my 3rd super chat ever. Steve Pinder was my 1st. Black Label was my 2nd. You're my 3rd, man. Top 3. But, yeah, I have no qualms with talking about good cops. I've met good cops. I've been arrested by good cops. I won't say his name because I don't know if he'd want me to or not. But he's a New York State Trooper investigator. The man stood up for me in court and got it so that I was released ROR because I had no money for bail. And I got in trouble and I did bad things. And he helped me. A great cop. I know there's good cops out there. I have no qualms with saying that. I believe that this movement should be about showing the good and the bad. Show the passes and the fails. Look at News Now Houston and Teresa R. and them. They show passes. SA Ecstasy Prez has shown passes. Johnny 5-0 and Mrs. 5-0 have shown passes. Monkey has shown passes. So, but when you have 70 videos, you say you've done 70 audits, and every single solitary one of them is a pass, don't you find that a little suspicious? That was and the only reason I bring that up is because he kept throwing it in my face over and over and over again. Civil writer, I don't allow racism or bigotry. Beyond that, I don't care. You're an adult. You can speak for yourself. In my channel, my rules are no racism and no bigotry. I've got homosexuals in my family, and I married a black woman and have mixed children. I will not tolerate racism or bigotry. So, beyond that, you're a big boy. You can speak for yourself. Everybody can speak for themselves. I believe in free speech. That's why I hate the whole disorderly conduct crap that so many people... There's so many laws, like in New York State, you cannot curse in front of a woman or a child. Now, children, okay, I get to an extent. I mean, I grew up in the ghetto, everybody cursed. But I get that not all children are exposed to that. But a woman, you know, I would think women would find that sexist. I would think that women would be offended by the fact that they're not under the same laws as men. Civil writer, the only people banned in here are trolls that consistently talked racist comments and bigotry comments. Those are the only ones that are banned in here. Hell, Hemming's not even banned in here. None of them are banned in here. I've invited Hemming to come back here and try and talk again without screaming and yelling the whole damn time. But he never wanted to. So, that's not on me. I just hate this, all this crap about posting videos and talking crap behind people's back, and I think that's really messed up. Hey, Difference Engine, welcome. A new name I haven't seen before. But, you know, I just don't like the talking behind people's back. I don't. Like I said, anything I've said in comments and whatnot, I've already said to the person. So, that flat out, I always do that. Oh, I know, Frontline Media. I know, man. I gotta look at my 14-year-old son. Well, he'll be 14 in a week. But I gotta look at his cell phone one day. But I was the same way when I was 14. You know, growing up where I did in that, it was just the way we talked. Every other word was a curse word. Well, Civil Writer, I've never banned you, and I've always found you to be a supporter. Which is why I thought it's so odd when you were getting all mad at me and I hadn't even done anything. I was blown away that you were talking that way to me, and I was like, what the heck? What did I do? I mean, if somebody's got a problem with me, I prefer they bring it right to me. Don't hold it in. Don't hold it back. Tell me the truth. I can't fix something if I don't know it's broken. You know, and I believe that to be true about everybody. Don't post silly little videos with survival kits. You may have meant it to be funny, but all it really achieved was, you know, making it look childish. That's all it achieved. So, you sweet, and I haven't tried it in a while since Streamlabs upgraded, because I've upgraded two versions since I was giving me problems, but I haven't tried it since then. I'd have to remake a scene and all that. I gotta really be picky now. I have to really watch out for copyrights and stuff now. So anything I show, I'm gonna have to really scrutinize first. Hey, Jer Bear, welcome. Another name I've never seen before. Welcome. Wow, okay, see, you're traveling, man. You were just 91 miles away a couple minutes ago. I could not do that. I mean, I used to travel for Fuji, and I hated it. I hated it. Well, yeah, see, that's the big debate. The whole, oh, well, if they're good cops, then why aren't they turning in the bad cops? Because they're still human. They still have bills to pay. They still have children to feed. They're not... I cannot fault them for not wanting to be shot in a back alley because they were a whistleblower. I cannot fault them for wanting to feed their wives and children, or their husbands, whatever, and their children, because they didn't want to turn and tattle on their fellow cops. But I do believe that cops need to be scrutinized more, and they need to be held accountable. I think cops should have to pay for their own insurance. Cops, you know, stop putting it on the taxpayers. I mean, granted, technically it would still be on the taxpayers since police are paid by taxes, but still, make them have to pay for their own insurance. If they want to be a cop, they got to pay for their insurance. You know, think about how much better cops would act on that alone. Because they would be more considerate about situations that would lead to a civil suit. You know, I mean, how many times... I mean, look at the video, that one video, the coin flip. Yeah, see, Pink, welcome, Amanda. How are you doing? She has posted many passes. Pink has been one of my inspirations from the time when I was anti-auditing. And she still is. Every time a Pink video goes up, I'm watching it. Every time. So... yeah, well, Frontline Media, if that was the case, we would have nothing but bad cops all the time. No internal affairs, no nothing. They would always get away with whatever they wanted. I mean, can't you call internal affairs cops good? Can't you say they're the good cops because they're the ones prosecuting the bad cops? Or at least investigating the bad cops and exposing them? So doesn't that, by definition, mean there's good cops out there? Yeah, you're right to an extent, OKC, you're right. I mean, I think there should be levels, just like there are crime levels for us. Certain levels of misdemeanors, certain levels of felonies. They need to have certain levels of offenses. And if it exceeds a certain level, it should have to be reviewed by a panel of people that are not associated with the police. What do you mean, Eric? Yeah, I know, not all internal affairs busts all bad cops all the time. I know that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying all cops are great. I'm not saying all cops are bad. I'm not saying all internal affairs do their job. That's why I do believe there needs to be an independent panel. I do. I firmly believe that. There should be an independent panel that is not on the bar. No members of the bar are on the panel. It needs to be, I don't know if it's a citizen panel, you want to call it that, or a panel of voted-in people. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think it should be a panel of citizens that are voted in? Should it be like a jury where it's always a different set of people? I mean, or should it be people that do it consistently and thus are experienced doing it? Or should it be handled like juries are? I certainly believe that no members of the bar should be a part of it. I mean, I'm flat out. No bar membership. Wow, Sweden, really? Well, there you go. Just like a jury. Well, then we should do something about that. Some type of, I don't know, what is it called again? Surveys, public surveys or something. Somehow we need to bring up a pile of instances where there was definitive proof that the police were in the wrong, that they broke laws, however, whatever level it is. You know, but there's definitive proof that they were in the wrong, but yet were acquitted of it by their IA or by their captain or whatever. We need to have a pile of those instances. And then we need to have a pile of signatures or whatever of people saying this has to change. We can't make a change unless we all come together and fight for that same cause. Yeah. But, you know, all this infighting, childish nonsense has to stop. I can't be the only one that is so sick of picking up their phone several times a day, seeing comments and videos posted of activists bashing one another and calling each other names or creating silly videos about them. Wow, Sweden, that's harsh, man. If you could point one of the mods towards the link, they could share the link in the channel if you got a video on it. I would have to review it first to make sure there's no copyright issues. But you're right, Eric. The truth is the truth, period. But all the childish backstabbing, name-calling, video posting, that all needs to stop. I can remember not 3 months ago, 3.5 months ago, the community worked together so much more than it does now. And yet it's quadrupled in size since then. Yeah, you're right, Pink. I've noticed that. I mean, yes, one of the things is, look how bad it's getting for our people. Our people are getting arrested and convicted for the wrong reasons. All that crap. I mean, look at Pink. She proved, beyond a shadow of a doubt, her paper shows that it did not, there was no rule that says you cannot leave the county or the state. Nothing on the paperwork said that. And if I understand correctly, Amanda, you actually asked if it was okay. Didn't they tell you it was okay? Or was that Sue that did that? Somebody mentioned yesterday that one of you asked if it was okay. Either way, the paperwork itself, the official legal documents, said it did not say anything about she could not leave town. So she goes to support our fellow activists in Texas, and look what happens to her. Her bail gets revoked, and she's put on a leash. Is that right? I mean, you know, that needs to be addressed. Well, either way, Pink, you know, you showed the paperwork. I watched your stream yesterday. You showed the paperwork. It did not say on there that you could not leave town. So, because I know you. You're smart. You would not have left town had you known this would have happened. So, I mean, that's what's ridiculous, is I know you would not have left town. So, that makes this all the more ridiculous. I mean, it's just that front line. But it's just bull. And, you know, look at what happened. I mean, I don't know what happened with Freeman today. I know he was worried about going to jail. But look at Bao. I mean, what is it now? Day 33 or whatever? 32? Something like that he's been sitting in freaking jail? And OKC Bet HPA. He had a video disappear yesterday. I checked his account. There's no trace of the video at all. It's just gone. It wasn't even like it was a community strike or a privacy complaint. It's just gone. So, I mean, this is getting... they're coming down on us hard. They really are. I mean, I can't share you guys. I'm still on probation, so I'm not allowed to tell you guys everything that's been going on with me. But my one little audit that was a fail, where Bullet and I had an interaction with a sheriff, has made my life hell. Just that one video alone has completely changed how the course my probation was on. Even though I thought everything was okay. Hey Max, what's up, man? We've been talking about a lot of different things, but one of the big topics is just all the bull. All the childish video posting, comment posting, crap talking nonsense. Yeah, Jack rated, lawsuits, Freeman, Padilla, Bao, Furry, SXC Prez, Batusai. Yeah, you're right, Pink. You're absolutely right. And now you. They put you on a frickin' leash. One of our most respected activists in this movement, one of our most active activists in this movement, has been put on a leash. And if I understand it right, wasn't the words spoken by your attorney, it was because, not even your attorney, your public pretender, that it's because they don't want you filming? Didn't she explicitly say that to you? Yeah. You're right. Yeah, Frontline, I noticed you kept posting the same video. I wondered about that. Yeah, that's why I gotta tread lightly now. I have to be real careful of what I say, how I label the videos, all that now, because of that. It does. It really does seem like we are losing the war. So, what is the best thing we can do? We have to come together, and we have to face the facts. Hey, Miss Sturry. We have to face the facts. The facts are, they're coming down on us really hard. One of the reasons they're coming down on us so hard is, we have to face it, is the head-on, no-holds-barred audits. The no-nonsense, head-butting, you know, pecker-measuring audits that are like, you know, I'm going to stand up bigger than you, and I know more than you do, and this and that. Yeah, it's great to do that. It's great to show your rights. You're standing up for your rights. I get that totally. Trust me, I wanted to so bad, but I knew I couldn't. But I think this has to be... I think the focus needs to be more on education. Yeah, you're right, Jason. It needs to be focused on educating them, as it's always been said. How many times do people say, you're going to get an education today? Well, instead of... I mean, I get it if they're coming at you full tilt and they're all mad and ready to slam you down. I understand that you want to fight back, you want to stand your ground, you want to stand up tall. I get that. But right now, we have to face facts. Our most experienced, most prolific auditors are benched. Either legally or... Alright, Aircooled. Thanks for stopping in. Hope I didn't bore you. No, Eric. Yeah, Pink, I did know that too. I know, I have noticed that. I brought it up to a couple people. You're absolutely right. I mean, Eric, I had to shut down my call-in line because of trolls. Is every time I opened up a new call-in line, they would blow it up. They got like 100 phone numbers they'd call from, and it would never stop. So I had to shut them down. So now only select people have my phone number. Yes, education. Right, Boomer, but it has to be gauged better. I hate to say it, but it does. A lot of the, I mean, just like police have gotten callous over time, a lot of auditors have too. A lot of auditors, we have to admit it, they're very defensive right off the bat. Eric, it was somebody that was using the name Abe Cohen. He was going around lying, saying he was donating to people when he wasn't, saying that he bought a wrench in people's channels, blah, blah, blah. Well, Boomer, I'm not trying to put anybody down. Don't take this the wrong way. I'm just saying, look how many, all of our most experienced people have had to, I've said, we're taking a step back. Most of them, it's not legally. They weren't forced to by law. They weren't forced to by judges or lawyers or anklets. They choose to take a step back. They've realized that the full-on head-butting auditing, I mean, let's face it, people are getting locked up left and right. They didn't care about our rights. They stopped caring. They stopped listening. It automatically, you notice how after the, you notice how all the, remember when those sovereign citizen videos started popping up everywhere? I mean, most people had never even heard of a sovereign citizen before. And then all of a sudden, all these sovereign citizen videos started popping up. And at first, cops were listening a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. There were some videos where the cops actually listened and read the paperwork and all that. Now, cops are just, oh, you're a sovereign citizen, boom, hog tie. They don't even bother listening. They instantly smash the window, drag the people out of the car, put in hog time, and throw them in the back of their cruiser. You're right, Sybil. Yeah, Thomas, she did that to a lot of us. But I mean, the same thing is happening with auditing. Cops are seeing, I mean, first off, a lot of auditor videos are being put in those cops-owned compilation videos. If you watch those cops-owned versus owning compilation videos, you'll see a lot of News Now Patrick and News Now Houston and Batusai and their videos are being used in those compilation videos. People are treating it as a joke. And cops are just gotten so careless about this, they automatically think, oh, they're a constitutionalist, hog tie them. That's what they want to do now. The cops have literally gotten that mentality. A lot of cops have, not all. But a lot of cops have that mentality now. They think, oh, this guy's a constitutionalist or this lady's a constitutionalist. Screw her. Boom. So now we need to address this problem. On top of all of this infighting, childish nonsense. You know, we all need to come together. I mean, look what happened during the old civil rights movements of black rights back in the 40s, 50s, 60s. You know, when the Malcolm X days and the Martin Luther King days and all that. Originally, they were all independent of each other. And there was lots of riots and lots of church burnings and lots of lynching, all that stuff. But when all the activists started coming together, and you had the Million Man March and all those things, they made a change. They made a difference. Oh no, Eric, I'm quite sure that they're trying to shut it down. But we need to we have to show that this movement isn't about negativity. This movement isn't about making cops look bad. This movement isn't about making fun of cops. No, this movement is about our rights being respected. Our rights have to be respected, period. That's all we want. Yeah, there you go, Pink. A perfect quote right there. No, it should not be ignored, Eric. It should be addressed. We need to make sure our rights are respected and known, and that we're not going away. But we're not also out there to harm people. We're not out there to antagonize people. We're not out there to ruin people's day. We're not out there to tick cops off. We're just out there to make sure people understand our rights. Rights that have existed in this country for over 200 years. Well, yeah, Jason, but at the same time, we don't want to be a centralized organization with a hierarchy and a charter and all that. That in itself introduces a whole other storm of problems. Which is why I say that whole News Now thing, with people all coming up with News Now names, it makes us... Alright, Ocean, thanks for coming. But it makes us look like an organized entity, not independent journalists. Well, yeah, see, a lot of people were like me. They're complacent. They're used to things being the way it is. I don't know who you're talking to, Frontline Media. I never called anybody a nut. Well, yeah, Pink, that's kind of what I wanted to do. Is the whole, look, sir, I'm gonna give respect because I want to get respect. But I've had a lot of bad experiences with cops in my life. I always just accepted it as the norm. It is what it is. That's how it's gonna be. So when it clicked in my head that I could actually make a difference if I try hard enough, hey, Bullet, that's when it was like, oh, great. And so now imagine if we could get more people. How many people look at this as just entertainment? We do need to make all those people know this is not about entertainment value. This is not about, it's not like the TV shows where they only show okay, see, just be careful, man, you're cruising. It's like many people have said, don't show only the bad. Show the good just as much. Show the passes just as much. Show that we're not there just to be a nuisance. We're not there just to bother cops. It's supposed to be we all learn all the time. We're all learning new laws that exist. We're all learning laws that exist in other states. We're all learning more about the way the amendments can be used in daily life. We need to help officials see that as well. Yes, Pink, you're absolutely right. I agree 100%. Auditors have to stop trying to be entertainers too. I agree, Pink. It needs to be about it truly needs to be about our rights. It truly, what does it hurt to spend a couple of minutes explaining to the cop what you're doing? I don't know who introduced the whole I'm not going to identify thing. That's what causes the most rifts in auditor meets cop, is the IDing. Hey, Biana. Now, I get it if you don't want to ID. Okay, I get that. But don't bash the people that are okay with IDing. If an auditor wants to ID and have a conversation with the cop about what they're doing, why is that wrong? You know, why is that wrong? Somebody please explain that to me. I've always wondered. Well, Jason, I appreciate that. I know people don't always agree with me, and I don't always agree with them. I've butted heads with a lot of people. But you know what? I'm always willing to learn. I'm always willing to admit if I'm wrong. I have no problem with that at all. I just don't understand why people encourage the divide. They encourage the infighting. You know, first off, what kills me is all the comments you see from people who never leave their house, the keyboard warriors, that are ripping on us. Oh, you showed ID, you did it wrong. Oh, you talk too much, you're not an auditor, you did it wrong. Excuse me? Really? But yet it happens all the time. We like input, that's fine. But don't bash on us because we gauge the situation. We gauge what's going on. We get the feeling, you get that feeling in the air when somebody's on the edge. You know, somebody's going to fight, somebody's going to do something. So if we start getting that feeling of, if I don't show my ID, I'm going to jail today. But I got to work tomorrow. So I'm going to show my ID. Why is it that I got to get bashed for that? Why is it I got to get ripped on for that? You know, people have lives. People have jobs. Not everybody makes enough money off of their channels to do this 24/7. So, people that are out there auditing, doing what they do, and you know, like I said, I've only done a few audits, but it's you still, every one you do counts. Right, Pink, exactly. Man, you're on a roll today, girl. Go ahead. Amanda knows my number. If she ever wanted to call in, she knows she can. But, you know, the bottom line is, I'm just so sick of that whole, oh, you talk too much, you're not a real auditor, you're doing it wrong. And I've met, there have been a couple of people in the comments, I didn't meet them, but in the comment sections, I've gone back and forth with people that are, oh, you didn't push it to the point of arrest, you're not doing it right, you're not a real auditor, you're not a real activist, you should push it until you get arrested. Okay, what about people like me who care for an extremely disabled mother? You know, I want to do what I can for the movement. I want to make a difference. But I still have to come home and take care of a disabled woman. You know, the woman that gave life to me. How am I going to do that from behind bars? You know, I mean, it was bad enough when I was actually on the wrong side of the law, in and out of jail. I don't want to end up in jail on the right side of the law. So, how am I doing it wrong just because I don't want to go to jail? That's, to me, that's just insane. The thought of, oh, I'm not an auditor because I didn't want to go to jail? Yeah, I've had no comments, too. That guy's something else. Eric, well, you know, Eric, then why don't you post a video about it? Make a video explaining everything that you're talking about. And if it's a good video, we'll all mirror it. Or at least some of us. I can't say we'll all do it. But if it's informative in that, then why not? I mean, look at how far and wide this movement was reaching. We got News Now Sweden in here. We got Flute Dog and them in the UK or in Britain and that. I mean, you got Wendy McJanet who hangs out here and supports us from Scotland. I constantly support from Brazil, support from Mexico, support from Canada. So, obviously, we were having some kind of an impact. So now let's build on that. Let's look at all the things that are going wrong and then figure out how to make it right. Yeah, I know, Bullet. We were talking about that earlier. That was like the first topic we talked about. Yeah, Finbar Martin, man. Finbar is an amazing man. That guy is like an encyclopedia when it comes to law. He has been such an influence to me and to many others. You guys, Finbar Martin is just awesome. Yeah, North Wales there. But, you know, it's just, the bottom line is, let's look at all the things that are wrong, or the things we think are wrong. Because we all have differing opinions. But, oh, geez, Sybil. I actually remember that. Yeah, I know, Pink, but at least we can say, okay, is there a common denominator in what's getting these people arrested? Is there a common denominator in what's triggering negative encounters? Yeah, Spitshine and Flute Dog, yeah, they're awesome guys. But I mean, at the very least, all of the petty shit all the petty stuff that people are doing, all of the petty nonsense that's going on, and the silly videos, and the comment fighting, and all of those things that we know are certainly not helping the movement at all. We know that. That's just instant fact. Instant fact. So, those things have to stop. You don't have to like everybody. You don't. But can't you be neutral? Can't you at least agree to disagree? Or to just agree to never talk to that person again? Why do you have to bash? Why do you have to post all the comments? Why do you gotta post the videos? Oh, you're leaving, Chris? Well, thanks for stopping in. But I mean, am I wrong here? What's up, Upstate? Am I wrong to think that we should all kind of work on, at the very least, these separation aspects? Oh, exactly. See, there you go, Pink. Exactly. I mean, the first couple of times I watched Chi-Town was like, whoa. And then she kind of, she grows on you. And then when you put you guys together, you, Denise, and Chi-Town together, you guys have such differing styles and mannerisms and all that. That's what makes it work so well. Which is another reason why auditors shouldn't be going out alone. When you're working together and you have differing, sometimes conflicting styles, it actually ends up working out better. I know, Pink. I got so many email filters because of hate mail and all that. Lady Bird is in South America. Last I knew, Lady Bird was in Israel. I could be wrong, but I thought Lady Bird was in Israel. I try OKC, but there's a lot of people that don't. There's a lot of people that hate on me. You know what? It's just par for the course. But I still think that we can make a difference. You know, a lot of people have given up, and that's fine. That's expected. I don't hold it against them. It is what it is, you know? But at the very least, I'm just tired of the petty stuff. Yeah, okay, see, we're going to have to work on that, because there, you know, that's one issue that has been coming up a lot. There's a lot of new channels showing up, and the people are just taking our videos and slapping it on their channel. That's literally the whole video, be it 5 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever. They're taking our whole videos and slapping it on their channel, and then they end up with 500, 1,000 subs, and you know, that's gotta be worked on. Because, like it or not, there are some people that survive off of this. You know, they're making a difference while surviving. So it doesn't help when their work is stolen. And it just happened again. I mean, literally, like, yesterday or the day before, I went on, some guy, I'm not going to name names, but I went on this guy's channel, and I couldn't believe it. He had grown by like 400 subs, and he had increased by like 150,000 views in the span of a week without doing anything. Have who get in touch with you? Who, OKC? Hey, Copcam. If you guys are gonna mirror videos, what's considered proper etiquette is you only mirror 1 to 2 minute excerpts of the video. You put the word mirror at the beginning of the title, and you put a link back to the original video in the description. This helps everybody. It helps your channel because people are like, hey, he's supporting those people, and he's introducing me to those people. And it helps those people by bringing traffic to them. It helps. If we all had 100,000 subscribers, imagine how much better this would be. Save that drama for your baby mama. But I mean, let's face it, guys. Look at, News Now Houston. He lives off of his channel. People aren't bashing him for doing it. So instead of stealing his work, help him. Mirror a small part of his video, then point back to his channel. I mean, believe it or not, there are some people that still haven't heard of News Now Houston. So help them learn. I just don't get the whole... It's not that I don't get it. It's just people don't want to do the work. They want to come walk into this and instantly have a giant channel. Oh, pink camera, that happens to me all the time. Yeah, Ed, Radical Reactor was my original, template for how to properly do it. But you're at pink. I mean, most of my videos, my more popular videos, the mirrors have far more views than they do on my channel. Because, even the one that you mirrored way back when, the Almost Park one, you mirrored it on your channel, and it's got tens of thousands of views. It's got like 300 on my channel. I've got a couple videos that I'm gonna re-upload and change the titles, but because I need YouTube to reprocess them. YouTube's so picky now. It could be a word in the title, and they hit you with all kinds of problems just because of one word. Well, even your interview, Pink. The interview video I did of you, you put it on your channel. Last I looked, it was like 40,000 views. But, you know, at the same time, you helped my channel grow. That's why I didn't have a problem with it. But, you know, we also talk about it. If the person says you can take the whole video, then fine, do it. But at least ask first if you want to take the whole video. I don't know if any of those people are in my channel right now, but, you know, especially the one I talked to like 2 days ago. Because he literally had more views than I did, and he was almost to 700 subscribers without having done any work. So, it's just messed up, you know, it's not right. You know, and the people that say, oh, you care too much about the money, you care about the... You know, a lot of these people don't realize, like Pink can tell you guys, sometimes making these videos, you don't realize, I've got some videos I've posted that are 5 minutes long, and it took me 15 to 20 hours to make it. You know, a lot of people don't realize that. They think I just slapped together a video and uploaded it to my channel. Well, Ed, there's actually, when you upload a video, there's actually a field where you can fill out keywords you want, and it's what YouTube searches, but it's also relative to the number of subscribers you have and the frequency of views you have. That determines where in the list your channel shows up when somebody searches for something. That legal guy who knows it all, well, I don't know anybody that knows it all, but Maximillionaire 1 and CopCam are both good sources for legal help. They're both well-versed. And then, of course, you got Ethics Instead, who's, you know, the word ninja. Yeah, CopCam, you're right, it does. I mean, like my Postal Snowflakes videos, which I'm going to release, you know, and hopefully get YouTube to reprocess them. They're each about 15-20 minutes long. It took like 25 hours each to make them. People don't realize that. They just don't realize the amount of work that goes into making a video. That one that Black Label just released on, oh my god, what is that guy's name now? Some Truth. Black Label just released that video, you know, helping people advertising Some Truth's channel. That was what, a 3 or 4 minute video? I bet you anything it took Black Label at least 8 or 10 hours to make. Because he, you know, he's a perfectionist. He wanted to make sure it was right. But a 4 or 5 minute video, 8 to 10 hours minimum to make that video. So, it's just, the very first hit video I had was my Almost Park Auditors All-Stars video. It was 4 minutes long. That was my first kind of viral video amongst the community. And the funny thing was, it was mirrored like by damn near everybody in the community. And it only has like 300 and something views on my channel. But it's got like 1 million views across all the mirrors. Oh yeah, Pink. Especially when you're, you got a video that, it takes 20, 30, 40 minutes just to render the video. And then you upload it and you see a typo. Oh man, that's so annoying. That sucks so much. The easiest way, when you mirror a video, download Power Director, especially if you have an Android. Power Director is an amazing program. You can do so much with it. But even the free mobile version, it's a timeline-based thing. You literally drop the video into the timeline, and then you can just cut on the section out and delete the before and after of the section you cut. And then you just build the video again. You click on the top right, click that button, and then you click produce video. And it'll produce in the video with just that little excerpt. Yeah, Pink, I started doing that. I was like, screw it. I got so tired of re-rendering videos. But save from is the best way to download a video in my personal experience. You know, just go to your web browser on your phone, go to savefrom.net, and you paste the link to the video in, hold the download button down, and then click download link. Cyrix, it takes time. 3.5 months ago, I had no idea how to make a video at all. Nothing. No clue. I had no clue. I would watch Pink's videos, and I was blown away at the editing she did. Blown away. It was just amazing to me, and she was my inspiration. I wanted to make those styles like her. The one she did of a I believe it was a private investigator's office. The beginning of the intro to the video was very 1970s style TV show, and I wanted to learn to make that so bad. My daughter Viana, that she was just in the channel, she told me about Power Director. So I downloaded it, and I just started editing and editing and editing one after another until I learned how to do it. I mean, I had no clue how to do chroma key stuff, and I had no clue how to do picture-in-picture and ghosting and all that. Nothing. It's just, I mean, I made hundreds of videos before I uploaded a single one. Just because I wanted to learn. It takes time. You can't expect to learn it in overnight. See you, Rit. Well, I appreciate that, Pink. Well, see, I had the added benefit of I spent over 20 years writing software. So I know how software works. I know, there's certain things that are intuitive when it comes to software. So, well, Copcam's in the channel right now, OKC. Maximillionaire was in here, but I think he left. Copcam, you see OKC Vet HPA in the channel? Could you please give him a shout? Hit his channel. Tell he needs legal advice. But it was funny when I made that one Almost Park video. Pink took it and she made a beginning to it. So basically my 3 or 4 minute video became the end of her 3-minute video. So it became like a 7-minute video. And it came out so good on her channel. And I felt so proud that Pink took one of my videos and put it on her channel. That was like a milestone for me. And then when Black Label mirrored my Almost Park All-Stars video, I couldn't believe it. I remember waking up and I looked at my phone and notifications, and Black Label had uploaded a new video, and it was my Almost Park Auditor All-Stars video. And I was like, yep, I made it. Well, it's true, Pink. When you took that video that I made with the Bon Jovi song, and you added the beginning to it with the piglets being born and stuff. Oh, great. See who this is. Hello? 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 Here it goes. Every time I create a freaking phone number in that, same crap over and over again. See, I hate when people leave racist comments on my videos. Someone named William Keene left a really bad remark on one of my videos. He's been sued. I don't care if you like cops or not. You don't leave them kind of remarks on my videos. They're gonna get deleted. I won't tolerate that. Pink. That would have been good. Yeah, Eric, I fully believe he's got good information. It's a matter of getting that information out. What the? Man, these people killing such freaking trolls. Oh. You know the downfall of YouTube is you can't even get your money out until you have at least $100 waiting. This damn Abe Cohen again. Yeah, Monkey is a great guy to talk to. I've talked to him many times in the past. He is a great guy to talk to. He's a great activist. Yeah, OKC Copcam does a show all the time on his channel. It's spelled K-O-P-C-A-M. Well, yeah, Sweden. I mean, yeah, if anybody hasn't seen that video on Sweden's channel, definitely check it out. I'll have to look at it to check for copyright stuff and all that before I can mirror it. Yeah, see, I tell everybody go to my channel and look at my playlist. I've got over 200 videos on my channel now. So, it's a lot easier to just go to my playlist and look at it that way. And, you know, it all depends on what type of videos you're looking for. I've got, you know, the Postal Snowflake compilation videos, which people seem to love, but I got to reissue them to get, you know, YouTube to reprocess them. Alright, OKC, thanks for stopping in, man, and thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it. But, you know, I got that. I got my auditor interviews. I got my auditor spotlight videos. The auditor all-star videos. You gotta love that. Why have you blocked me from your chat? Blah, 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 blah. They get mad because I can just turn off the phone line. And I'm alive. Can't ask for more. I mean, there's been kind of an up and down stream, you know. A lot of stuff talked about, a lot of passionate subjects. I think a couple of people got mad at me when I didn't intend for it to, but hey, can't please everybody all the time. Yeah, there you go. Ladybird just post that link. What do you mean, what's up with the title? And the title illustrates what we were talking about, man. There's too much childish crap going on. People talking crap about other people, posting childish videos. It doesn't benefit the movement at all. It only serves to make it look worse. I mean, it really does. And I'm over it. A lot of people are over it. You know, it's just, we want to focus on the problem, not on infighting. This stupid idiot thinks he can pay to be a mod in my channel. He claimed that he gave Freeman money to be a mod in his channel. Yeah, Ladybird, like I said, I can't please everybody all the time. We're not always all going to agree on things. So, at least the benefit now of having super chats is for people that don't use PayPal, so that helps. Man, I hate getting heart palpitations. So childish. Ladybird, that Abe Cohen, the one that was trying to say he bought a mod, he bought a wrench in Freeman and Bow's channel, and he tried to say he donated to tons of people when he really didn't. All that, you know, the liar. Yeah, Cop Cam, you do. You have to be monetized to have super chats. I just activated mine like the day before yesterday. I know, Ladybird. I know he's not. He's full of shit. He lies about everything. The funny thing is, he's on every one of my live streams. He comes to every single one of them. And he thinks sending me texts and calling me hanging up is going to make a difference. He texts the Google line. Well, that's good. James Freeman is free. That's good. They didn't have a case, so didn't matter. I mean, I knew Freeman, even if it went to trial, I knew he'd win in trial. There's no way that would have stuck. And on Cyber, well, sorry, I didn't see what you said. Close friend of someone you know. Well, assuming that's your old friend, that's cool. I'm alive. That's all I can say. I'm dealing with a lot of crap with my mom being sick, and I have to somehow build a handicap ramp before Monday. Well, Cop Cam, you gotta take one with the other. Just donated 500 to Freeman. Go look. So full of crap. Merv is gonna explode. Why? Because James is free. I thought his court was earlier. And this person claimed to donate hundreds of dollars to me. And, you know, that's what's ridiculous, is when they claim lies like that. Oh, Anon, man, it hit me hard when Scent passed. It really did. He was such a great guy. He was so kind to me. He helped me start my channel. He helped me build up the courage to do my first live stream. He's a great man, you know, and he will always be missed. I did a tribute live stream to him that's also on my channel with all the dedication videos I could find. I put on that playlist. You know, I used to sit on the phone with Scent for, you know, not real long, but, you know, 20, 30, 40 minutes. And I just loved listening to him, man. Especially when he started tearing into somebody that tried to rip on him. Oh, that was always fun. Well, see you, Invictus. Enjoy that pizza. Well, even still, Aiden, I mean, James, it's just like all these other charges. They're all fake. They're not going to hold up. I donate anonymously. Yeah. Yet you never have proof of your donations. Oh, you're leaving, Joe? Well, thanks for stopping in. Let's see what's bull is like what they're doing with Amanda. Making her wait all the way until October for court. They do that to people in jail, too. They'll make you sit in jail for months just for your court date. Oh, what was that? I love that. How's everything with your parole officer? I'm not on parole, so I guess it's wonderful. And okay. Thank you. I hope. Well, yeah, Ed, I don't know if he wants to push his luck there. Hello, K. Oh, I know, Aiden. I sat in jail in county for a while just waiting for a court date. I hope Tammy C comes back. Well, Anon, you know what? You know, if you were friends with Centurion, then you definitely got my respect, because that man is a great man, great role model. And, you know, even his son was very nice to me. He emailed me a little bit. Not much, but we did a little bit, and he was very nice and respectful to me. And, you know, it hit hard when Centurion passed. But he will never be forgotten. Never. You know, like I said, on my channel, there's the playlist 4 Cent, and it's tribute videos from like 8 or 9 different people in that playlist. Well, that's good. I'm glad somebody's staying in touch with him. That's good. Oh, yeah, I'm not one of his subscribers, but I'll have to check and see if I can find that video. Hey, Sentinel, did you get that trailer sorted out? Is everything all done? Well, Anon, it was just, what happened with Monkey getting jumped and, people talking behind his back about him and making childish videos about him, and, you know, it doesn't serve any positive purpose. You know, it was just childish, but it was also representative of Monkey found he had given a detective a memory card with all the evidence, the videos and pictures and that of the people that jumped him as it happened, and he found the memory card sitting in his driveway. So the detective either purposefully or not dropped it in the driveway. I guess I'm not totally up to date on the trailer videos. I'm behind on a lot of videos. So much has been going on. Plus, well, my mom in the hospital. Well, not much, Anonymous. I mean, it was... People are fighting their court cases, and... You know, a lot of people are just staying low-key right now until things kind of level off. So, I mean, I know I personally can't do anything until I'm off of paper, so I do what I can to support the movement and bring people news and, you know, bring videos of what's going on in the world and in the country. I've got a couple more auditor spotlight videos I'm working on. 3, in fact, that I'm working on right now. So I'm hoping to get those done soon. One in particular is proving to be extremely difficult. So same trolling comments, nonsense. Are you gonna go with the flex line like I said, or are you just trying to repair the galvanized that's already in the trailer? Yeah, Eden, it was ridiculous, man. You know, it boggles the mind that people would jump on Monkey for people jumping him. That's just absurd. I mean, the proof was there. You saw everything. Everything was there. So, why anybody would go on the negative side is beyond me. Well, that's cool, Sentinel. The Million Mask March, man, that would be awesome. Oh, how would that would be awesome. V for Vendetta Incarnate. I mean, that would be awesome. I'll never forget when that movie first came out. That mask was, I knew that mask was going to become iconic. I knew it. That, now, you know, Natalie Portman's one of the few white women I think are hot. Not with the shaved head, though. But that movie is so true to life in a way. Alright, Anon, well, thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate it. If there's ever anything you want to talk about or anything I can help with, my email address is on my About page. I get emails instantly, so as long as my filters don't pick it up. Yeah, Desert, that's why I said go with the flex line, man. You can get a roll of it dirt cheap. And, you know, the fittings are kind of expensive, but still, it's cheaper than going all copper or trying to repair oxidized, galvanized lines. Yeah, Aiden, it's actually, I believe it's on either Netflix or Hulu. Alright, and well, I mean, I'm here. So, I just do what I can with what I got. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll take her with a shaved head, but you know, I'd like the hair. I knew that was going to be iconic. And it is. I mean, it's everywhere. Wow, that counter still says 30-something people in here. They really need to fix that. Hey, Joe Nut. Oh, it may have been. I mean, I don't know. Of course, Gen T live again. I bet you she doesn't even know I'm live. She never steps on my stream on purpose. Not much, Joe Nut. You missed it all, really. I mean, it's kind of down, you know, died down now. There was like 50 or 60 people in here earlier. We were talking about what happened with Monkey and all the silly, childish stuff that's been going on since then. And then we were talking about the movement in general and how a lot of people have stepped back from it a bit and given it some space. Yeah, Jen goes live like 10 times a day. SC does that too. I miss Tammy C though. Or News Now Tammy Lin Lin. I always enjoy his streams. Yeah, well, you know, it's kind of died down now, and pretty much everybody's gone off to either to other streams or whatever. A lot of people were checking out what was going on with Freeman. So, yeah, I know, Bullet. That's what I try to do, but sometimes you can't help it. So, but, you know, I've been on for almost 2 hours, and it's pretty much died down in here, so, you know, if nobody else is live later, I might pick it up again and just see how people are doing, but otherwise, you know, it is what it is. But I appreciate y'all coming in and hanging out and sharing your opinions. Yeah, Ladybird, I don't either. I only know he's live when I refresh in my subscriptions and I see that he's live. But it's usually when I'm trying to go to sleep. I mean, I can stay live a little longer if people want, but, you know. Alright, everyone. Well, I mean, no new topics came up, so I guess we'll all kind of find out what happens with Freeman as soon as that's over with. But until then, you know, I guess I'll just see you guys on the next one. Or, you know, if nobody's live later, might pick it up again. So, thanks for stopping in. Yes, free Bow, free Freeman, free all of them. Big Nick's still dealing with cases. Amanda's still dealing with cases. Chi-Town Sue. Everybody's got, a lot of people have got cases, so support them all. Show your support any way you can. Watch the videos, watch the commercials. If a commercial comes on any of our videos, watch them. That really helps us out a lot. So that definitely is something, food for thought, as much as they're annoying. There you go, Bullet Live. That's his live channel now. Why everybody's starting that, I don't know, but he's got a second channel. Yeah, Furry's still dealing with issues too. I text back, or I email back with her from time to time. Yes, check out News Now Sweden's channel for that shooting. There's so much to check out. We need some type of bulletin board or something. I was working on the software, but this laptop doesn't have the horsepower to build it, so I can't do it. I tried building the apps and that, but it just doesn't have the horsepower for it. Alright, Sentinel Man, I appreciate you stopping in. And thanks again for helping that guy out so much. So, I'll see everybody on the streams.